Hey, what's up, guys? Man, it's super cold out today. Look at dreary. That sky is gray. Man, nobody likes to be outside in this crap. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go up into the shop and I'm going to try not to get my feet wet in this huge puddle. I'm not really even sure why that puddle exists. I left the shop open again. I keep doing that. We're gonna come out here. We got some stuff going on today. Hopefully my welder comes over today. We're gonna try and get some things wrapped up so I can get it dropped off at powder coat, and we'll go over some of those things. But I've got to get the heater going. I might have to go out and get 5 gallons of fuel out of one of the trucks for the heater, and then I got to clean up this area right here and set up a welding table and get things around so when he gets here we can make it happen. So let's get this fired up. I'll bring you back in a minute. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to take these steps off. These step treads. They're definitely, how you say, stuck. We're going to, not sure how we're even going to get them out of there. We're going to need to replace them though, because they're definitely stuck. I got it a little warm in here. I'm sweating. Just no big deal. It'll get cooler in here in a little bit. So I'm just gonna take out whichever ones I can take out. We'll get this box blasted and powder coated, and then we'll get these step treads cleaned up and polished. They're in pretty rough shape, but that's what we have to work with. So all right, there's one. We're gonna put these someplace so we can get them cleaned up and taken care of. We still got to do let's do this mud flap next. All right. So this mud flap is a pretty nice design, actually. It has a piece of chrome and it's got square holes for carriage bolts, and that's cool. It's just 100 years old. You know what I mean? All right, let's go inside that box and I'll try and get you over there where you can see what I'm doing, but Not even sure I can get in there with this tool. I'm hoping so. What we'll do is we'll get all those off first, the ones that go up and down, and okay, and this one more. That one's gonna have to get drilled off. Unfortunate. All right. Okay. Yep, yes we can. Oops. That one was not as easy. Okay. Oh, doesn't fit in there. Yeah, there's that. All right. That one's off too. I'm tempted to get those powder coated as well, but just not for certain how it'll work out. We need to get these handles off. So we'll just take those 4 bolts out and see if it'll just come out of there. I might put these in with hooks. We'll see. It'll be a cleaner look with hooks. All right, so just going back to the front with this. I'm gonna get these out. All right, moving on. Well. Well. Well's a very deep subject. Get it? Well, there's one that's not froze up. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. That sucks. Okay. So we can that one. That one is being a pain in the ass. Well, these boxes are cleaned out, and they really should be pressure washed inside and out, but I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not. I may. But anyways, they're ready for the welder. Hopefully he comes tomorrow. He could come yet today, but next thing we'll do is we'll get these boxes down and we'll get a board laid up. We'll get the tanks up here and get the fittings out, and we'll put the fittings in bags with the drawing of where they go, and get the fittings all ready to go to powder coat. And we'll get these boxes done. We'll get those air tank brackets done. We'll get the air tanks done. And hopefully when we come back from work, we can bring this stuff home. Oh, and we'll get those angle irons off that are the cross members for these boxes. We'll get those done as well. And hopefully when we get back, we'll pick up all this stuff and put it all on the truck. Johnny's supposed to come tomorrow, and we gotta go to Home Depot and get some wire wheel stuff. We'll get Johnny over here and get the frame rails wire wheeled and the suspension all wire wheeled and primed and painted. That'd be cool. We'll probably take the front shocks off, and so we can get around the mounts real nice. Get it real nice. We'll get some plastic and hang between the engine and the frame, and get it all wire wheeled and get it painted, and then we'll be done with that part. Then it'll just be a matter of getting this stuff, slapping that stuff back together, slapping some air tanks on. We did buy some air tanks, but they're 9-inch. These tanks are 10-inch, and we're going to just proactively get these 10-inch tanks sandblasted and painted and powder coated, because those tanks are about $275 a piece, and never know if we're going to use them on this project or something else, but it's good to have air tanks laying around. But for now, we'll see what we can come up with after we have a little breakfast. All right, so what we're doing now is we're just taking the fittings off, taking the fittings out of the ends of the tanks and bagging them up. We took pictures of the tag, which tank went where and what fittings went on which end. So that's cool. It's not really that big of a deal because I could get new fittings, or I could just dig through the fittings box and get fittings once the tanks are in there. But I think it'll just be nice to put the tanks on and clean up each fitting and put it on, and I think it'll just be a good deal. We're going to leave this one in because I'm going to change this anyways, so it'll be a good plug. The ones I'm not leaving in are going to be the ones that I need to, you know what I'm saying. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Oh. I need one of those that'll light. Guess not. Okay. Sometimes you rob Peter to pay Paul up in this piece. But we're just warm up these ends. Fittings come out a lot nicer, and then as I'm getting ready to plumb up the hoses on these after they're back from powder coat, I'll get them in and get them mounted, and then I'll take the bag and I'll clean up the fittings on the wire wheel, and then I'll take them under the truck with me and look at the pictures and put them where they go and hook up the lines. And so it'll be a pretty smooth transition. It doesn't take a lot of heat, just a little bit. Got a couple of days of just got a couple more days of working before I got to go back to work, so that sucks a little bit, but really that's how I pay the bills, right? So we're gonna get these tanks, and those, hopefully the welder comes tomorrow, if he doesn't come today, I may do them myself. It is what it is, right? You know, these fittings don't got to be all that tight. If you put some dope on there, you don't have to over tighten it. It's just all I'm saying about that. This one's got water in it. So we got this cat, this female cat. That it's an outdoor cat. It's kind of friends with our cat. And well, one day she was on the back porch and she was drooling, and we thought maybe she'd been poisoned. And it's the neighbor's cat, but you know, we've been kind of taking care of it. And so anyways, long story short, they brought a live trap over and trapped the cat. And then they took it to the vet. And I told them, if you get it fixed, I'll split the vet bill with you, because I care about the cat. I'm a sucker when it comes to cats for some reason. But anyhow, so they don't have room in the house. They've got a lot of animals, and they don't have room in the house for another cat. And so, long story short, we have a cat in the garage with the Camaro. And Jessica's trying to get it to be a house cat, because she really wants a house cat, since our boy cat won't cooperate and stay inside. She wants an inside cat, so she's trying to make this outside cat into an inside cat. Well, it's just really not a thing. But anyhow, she's out there playing with it in the garage, and it got past her, and then it was up under the hood of the Hummer. She was upset because she couldn't catch it, so she called me. And getting the hood up on the Hummer is a big deal, and because it's got that push bar on the front. But anyways, we got that taken care of, and then we chased her all over, under the Camaro, onto the rear diff. Finally, she was in the corner. We nailed her and put her in her little hut. Hopefully, while she was in that corner, she didn't touch that mouse poison. Get that one with get that one with the wrench, or with a socket. This one we'll get with this. Oh, I need to bag these up while I'm thinking about it. have pictures, so it doesn't really matter, but all right, so that's done. What else can I do? I guess I can take those tank mounts back off the frame, and I can switch the Cyclone 262 by Everlast back over to the spool gun. Take these brackets off first. Yep. Just barely dinged up the paint. Not even enough that you can notice it. Paint's pretty hard. All right. I'll probably use new fasteners for these. All right, I'll bring you back. All right. So we're gonna get down here and take these bolts off. Boy. Yeah. Rain, rain, go away. That's cool. Flange nuts and lock washers. Boy, that seems pretty dumb. Doesn't it? Doesn't it, fellas? What? Oh, okay. What's up, guys? Whew. Chilly out today. See that glistening frost on the ground? It's about 20 degrees. And I waited for the sun to come up and be up for an hour before I even tried to come out here. Of course, everything's frozen. No trucks will be starting today for sure. I ain't got enough battery power. But anyways, clear skies, sun is out, 20 degrees. Inside the shop today. Gonna be one of my last days working in the shop before I'm heading to my real job. And I'll get the shop warmed up, get you set up, and we'll start looking at what we're gonna do today. Okay, so we clean the welds off. We got this cleaned up, all the corrosion. Rounded this corner a little bit. You're not gonna see any of this that's on the back and on the bottom, but you know, I like to be able to get it looking decent. Just under, so it's 23 3/4 to get me to the end. I'll get it there. Let me see what this one is. Yeah, this one's just under 24, but we can blend that in with the file belt sander. This side's not in bad shape, so we're just cleaning this up. It'll get cleaned up, sandblasted, and powder coated. That one's fine. We are gonna have to get after these holes in here. They are a little bit wallered out. Alright, so you guys know the drill. I'm going to use the Evolution metal blade chop saw, and y'all know how that works. Okay. Just a shade over. We'll blend it in. Once we get it welded on, we'll blend it in with file belt sander. I'll show you what it's going to look like here. Go right here. We may do some trimming, but that's pretty much the concept right there. It's a little long. It's a little long. Yeah. I think it'll be fine. We're going to clamp that down, and then we'll just make this in this meat. This is a little worn down here on the end. It's really not that far off, and we'll just when we come up here with the weld, we'll make sure we get a little on the end and blend it in nice. I think what I will do is I think I'll take a marker and mark this and then cut it off. But I think I'll have, if my weld guy comes today, I'll have him fine tune it. And this will have to be squared up, and then we'll clamp that down. We'll put a little primer underneath there, and and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 welds there, and then we'll do a up here and an across here, and then that'll look nice. We'll sand on it and make it look smooth. But that basically is where the water from the front tire had eroded. The tire's right here, right? And all that water, tires are designed to blow the water away from the truck, right? And so you can see that it was doing its job. You might not think that's what happened, but both boxes have an identical wear pattern on this aluminum, so it is what happened. But I think what we'll do is we'll be done with this box for right now. This one has a good bottom, good strong bottom. This is the only thing that needs to be on here. If I don't hear from him pretty soon, then I will I'll go ahead and clean this up a little bit, nip this off, get it primered, and then grind where I'm going to weld, and then we'll clamp it up and weld it. And I mean, worst thing that can happen is the welds look like crap. Using the spool gun and the Everlast 262 with the power set mode on, that thing has intelligence built in, and it actually will make the weld look a lot better than I can make the weld look without it. So yeah, that's where we're at so far. I think I will nip that off. Yeah, we're going to cut that much off right there. We'll bring you back. All right. I think that's good. Nicely. And then I'll show you what that looks like. I'll show you what the other one looks like first. Okay. So there's the front of that one, and the tire's blowing the water this way, right? And then there's that. That's how that's going to look. So it used to look like this, and now it looks like that. And I think that looks nice. We'll also maybe, I don't think we'll do anything with that. We could put a bead on there. We may weld a bead right here and then trim it up and make it look smooth, you know. And then maybe we'll clean up in this area and weld a bead right here, like this one is. Maybe we'll put a bead here and a bead here, but maybe we won't do any of that, you know. And then these boxes are getting sandblasted and powder coated, and I think we're going to powder coat them gloss like the frame. Might not be the right choice, and you know, it might not be the right choice, and that's fine. And if we get it back and we put it on and it clashes with the body paint or whatever, we can always take them right back off and take them and get them repowder coated. It's not a huge deal, but anyhow, we'll bring it back. Okay. Now I think what we're going to do is we'll run the cutoff wheel in here, and then we'll cut this off, and then we'll nick these 3 welds best we can. This one here and this one here will get file belt sanded. Okay, so the idea is to come across here and get to this corner, and it'll pop that thing off. And then once that's done, Okay. Nice. I think we'll give a little more in there. Okay. All right. Number 2. Oh, it's dusty. I'll show you this little other part. Now this piece I think we're just going to build up with weld. This corner where the exhaust used to rub. Now you're going to be able to see this. I don't know, we may end up cutting this out and putting a triangle piece in there. I'm not sure. We'll see what he has in mind. Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll bring you back. I moved you over here and I talked to you all about what I was doing. I realized I didn't turn you on yet, but you're on now. What I did was I spool gun welded this hole shut, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to build this area up here a little bit more, and I'll let you watch me do it. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this part. I think I can get that pretty clean. See how you think. Look okay? Hopefully you got some good footage of before so you could see the before and after. But I think it's good. You can see it on the inside. And you can see it on the outside, but it's not a hole anymore. So I think it looks pretty good. Especially for me doing it. Now we could keep going, you know, we could build it up another layer, but I think this is going to be good. I don't think anything is going to happen to it. I could weld this corner just to make it strong, and I may actually do that, but for now I think it's really good. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just squaring out this hole to where it fits my piece I cut out, and it's getting closer. Oops. This is going to be an ongoing problem because it's aluminum, so there's no way for me to stop it from falling in. You know what I mean? But what I want to do is I just want to get it to where the square, see where the square fits in there, and then we'll try and tack it. I don't know that I can do it. It's close. Okay. Now we're going to put on a helmet. We'll make her happening. Not really all that sure how fast to weld aluminum. I wish. I already said if I had some aluminum magnets, it'd be a lot easier. One little pinhole I don't like, we're going to fix it. So now, obviously the inside needs to be welded. So what we'll do now is we'll get it flipped over and get the lid up, get it cleaned up inside, and maybe make a couple passes. This is what we got. I don't know what this thing's looking at, but it's not looking at this. Okay, here's what we got. So welded it across the bottom, welded it into the corner, and I put some weld up here because it didn't have it, and I didn't like the way it gapped there. It feels a lot stronger now. This corner, I blew through this corner, which I thought I would because it was kind of thin. I blew through this corner on the back side. So then I welded the front side. I ground this smooth, which it should have plenty of strength from the weld in the back. And then I didn't like the way this was. Now this didn't have any weld there before, but it does now. So I put a little bead of weld there to keep that corner from cracking out. Now this gets covered by those pieces over there. So I think it'll look fine. It gets blasted, powder coated. You'll see these welds, but you know, I'm not a finished guy. I'm kind of a rough carpenter, but I think it looks amazing for me doing it. Now, so what I'm going to do now is bring it over here. I got this cleaned up, and this is going to get put in here like so. And actually, I think it goes this way. Yeah. So it's going to get put in here like so. We'll do the same thing. We'll crimp it down where it belongs, and we'll stitch, 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 stitch. We'll weld that corner, and we'll weld this corner. And maybe we'll take our time going up through there. Once we get the bottom welded, we'll tap this over to close that gap, and then we'll shoot the gap. And maybe we'll just spot weld it instead of trying to go all the way. Or maybe I'll just move fast. You got to move fast when you're using aluminum. It seems to be sensitive to going slow. So I think what we'll do is we'll get you set up here on the tripod, and I'll weld that. Now you guys remember, I'm no welder. I'm just a hack, just a guy who loves trucks, you know. And yeah, let me find. I got a little square block of steel somewhere right there on the floor. Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get this pinched up on here where it belongs. And yeah, we'll see. Okay, let me put my glasses on so I can see what's going on. All right. Okay, I like that. Okay. Okay, I like it. I mean, we ain't stacking dimes with it yet, but it's doing all right. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna tap that back. I'm gonna come up just a little bit, and then we're gonna tap some more. Okay. Damn it. Load through again. It's all right. We will fix it. I think we will come right down that thing. Okay, I like it. Okay. I like it. Hopefully you guys like it. Nice. Oh boy. Yeah. Once they sandblast you, and you'll see that shit anyway.